I don't know. Maybe I'm just one of those people that needs everything neatly in its place.
Well, maybe it's about time you send me up to the bedroom.
No, not until you're ready. Right now, this is your place. Pardon me. What is this doing in here?
Blackie was showing me how great he is at spinning the basketball on the end of his finger. I gotta tell you, he is more entertaining than television.
Spinning the basketball. Oh, good. I'm so glad to know that his higher education is not being wasted.
Oh, I cannot figure out if I need a bigger suitcase or if I'm just packing too much.
Well, it's not like you're going away from us.
I know, but I need a bathing suit, I need evening dresses, I need sundresses, I need all that stuff.
Well, maybe you could just take one of each.
Then you're going to help me pack, huh?
I don't have the time, Amy. I would if I had... Would you look at you? Are we looking at our scarf? You got a minute? Would you like to go in the living room and answer the phone?
No, I'm sorry, I don't have time. I have to go to the university, take a pre-course diagnostic test.
What subject?
Advanced math.
Would somebody please answer the phone?
Sure.
Wish me luck, guys.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Goodbye. What was I doing?
Well, I think you were straightening me up here and maybe gonna fluff my pillow. That would be nice.
Do you know where I would like to be right now?
Where? On the French Riviera, Caribbean?
In a park. Anywhere. I think he's learned his lesson.
I hope so. Perhaps after this meeting, he'll have my complete confidence as well.
You know, from the beginning, I sensed this weakness in him.
You mean the girl?
No, a general weakness. It's almost like all that training was too much for him. Like he's almost begun to think he's actually that character he's only supposed to portray.
Well, we just have to keep reminding him of who he really is.
Well, let's hope it's not too late.
We'll know soon. We are so close to a successful completion. Now, more than ever, I want to make certain that nothing goes wrong.
Well, it's such a beautiful day, darling. I thought I'd take a walk.
Are you sure you feel up to it, darling? Very hard day yesterday.
Yeah. I'm fine now. Alan popped his head in this morning and said as much himself. In fact, he thought I was so fine that I should go out and get some exercise.
So you thought you'd just slip out without telling anyone? Not even your wife?
I knew that you had a million things to do. Besides, I knew you'd insist on coming along.
I would, but unfortunately, I have a lot of things to do for my art class.
Well, then get to it. I'll see you later, love. Robert, this is a surprise. I was just headed out for a walk.
Well, this shouldn't take very long, mate. Hello, Celia.
Hello.
What won't take very long?
Bit of routine business. I'm here to look through your closet.
My closet?
For skeletons.
Sweetheart, you are under the orders of a lot of doctors, including me, not to work.
You know, that is very difficult for me, Lesley.
Well, then we're just going to have to learn how, aren't we? What am I doing?
You are looking for a Philip Marlowe mystery that I asked you to try to find?
Right. I didn't find it, but I found Sam Spade. How's that?
I've read all of Sam Spade.
Well, sweetheart, you've probably read all the books in the bookcase.
No, I haven't. Not the Philip Marlowe.
Okay,
That's why
fine.
I asked.
I'm looking.
Philip Marlowe.
Hey, Doc. Whoa! Want an apple?
Sure.
Blackie!
Thank you, Doctor. Way to go. Look at this.
Well, stand there looking at it. Why don't you pick it up?
I'm sorry, Black.
I'm sorry. I'm late. I've got to go. I got to shake.
Blackie!
I got to dry my clothes.
I'm going to kill that kid. I swear.
Right. Leslie, I'm...
Oh.
You got dirt all over your elbow, on your arm, all over.
Oh, well, that's not... I think that's from the bookcase, which would make sense since it hasn't been dusted in 3 weeks.
What? Could I pretty please borrow your pink blouse?
That's the only clean blouse I've got in my
I know, but it goes perfect with my pink skirt, please.
Okay, but I want you to get that clean the minute you get back
No
here.
problem. No problem. No problem. I will.
Could you,
wait.
what?
Blackie dumped cottage cheese all over the kitchen floor, but he said not to worry about it because he would clean it up when he got home tonight.
Tonight? Amy, could you bring me...
It's a very good thing that you are interviewing housekeepers today.
I was just going to say that.
Is there anything I can do in the meantime?
You got about 400 aspirin?
Yeah, right down there. You got a headache?
No. Borderline breakdown.
It was much easier in the hospital. I mean, he was more accessible. I could watch him, I could talk to him, I could see who came to visit him, who he went to visit.
That's all in the past now. He understands the mission. Doesn't matter where Grant is living.
Yes, but if that scorpion incident hadn't backfired on us, it would be Celia who'd be held in the house and a prisoner in the house, not Grant.
That may have not have gone exactly as we planned, but it served a very useful purpose. It showed Grant that disobedience is not possible.
Not to mention his close call with the motorcycle.
Exactly. He's gotten the point. He'll cooperate now.
Then, Gregory, why isn't he here? He was supposed to be here half an hour ago.
He'll make it. Relax.
I have a patient waiting for me at the hospital. If I don't show up, it's going to look very suspicious.
Then I suggest that you go.
But I'm supposed to be here.
There's nothing for you to worry about because there's virtually nothing for you to do until Friday. I'm not giving the final orders until the last moment.
Do I detect a note of mistrust?
Merely a precaution. After all, Grant can't hesitate if he has no chance to think about it.
Well, but what about this meeting now?
It's a test to see if he's still obeying orders. If he shows up, he's with us. If not, well, then you know the procedure.
Well, let us hope that Grant is not that stupid.
Yes. Until later.
Well, you see, it's simple, Celia. I'm a trained observer. Now, just take that, for instance. Grant was looking at his watch.
I was?
Am I keeping you from something?
No, not at all. As I said, I was just going out to take a walk. As for why I reacted strangely when you mentioned skeletons in my closet, it's really very simple.
Of course. I mean, it's just a natural reaction. This security clearance business can get rather personal. Some people don't like having their past dredged up.
So, you were checking my reactions?
To see what I was up against.
On that count, Robert, I can only say this. There are no skeletons in my closet. No arrests, no mysterious women, no strange political affiliations. In fact, all in all, it's been a pretty boring life.
Clean one, huh?
Clean life, clear conscience.
The preliminary investigation is virtually completed. What I'm looking for now is a few references.
References?
I can give you my resume if that would help.
I was thinking of something, well, further down the line, say, people you've known for, well, an extended length of time.
Most of them are on Long Island. Dr. Boyd, for example.
Boyd.
Yes. Then there's Professor Anderson. Professor Anderson is at the med school in London. He retired last year, but I believe he still has quarters on campus.
Well, it should be perfect. Now, I'm thinking about someone here who you may be a little closer to. Maybe a guy you buddied around with.
Oh, Robert, since England, I've lost track of most of them.
What about Bunny Willis?
Bunny?
Bernard Willis. He and Grant were best friends all through high school and college.
No, Robert, it's been years. In fact, in the last 15 years, I've seen him one time. He was here in Port Charles for a medical seminar.
Another doctor?
Plastic surgeon.
Oh, that sounds perfect.
You know, there are others. I could give you names of people who'd be easier to find.
This will be fine, Grant. Look, thank you very much. Great coffee, Celia.
Well, thanks, Stella.
I will, next time I see you. I'll be in touch.
Right.
Grant.
See, I'm going to take that walk right now. See you later.
Look who's here. Your brain, you don't need advanced math. What's going on? I'm waiting for the football coach. I'm the new football manager.
All right.
No way to get near the cheerleaders. I wish. You know, I'll probably end up spending the whole season in the locker room.
Well, that's your problem, buddy. Excuse me a second. Let me show you how to play this game.
Yeah, right. Joe? So what's this about advanced math?
Well, we got to take this diagnostic test so the teacher can develop our abilities or something.
Test before school? That's crazy. Who's this teacher?
Yeah, his name is Cooper. A real killer, obviously. He's pulling these poor defenseless kids up to the beach to take tests. I don't understand it.
So I take the class.
Well, I got to take advanced math. Besides, it's a prerequisite for engineering, so it's at school.
Engineering? You mean Blackie Parrish, last of the undecided majors, has chosen engineering?
Yeah. I'm thinking about a lot of things. I'm kind of confused lately, as a matter of fact. But wow, look what just walked in.
Where?
Right there. I think I'm in love.
Oh, she's sitting. Now's your chance, stud.
All right. Observe the master.
Oh.
Hi.
Hello.
So you're here for pre-registration, huh?
I guess you could say that.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you something. Take my advice. Don't take advanced math. I mean, this teacher, Cooper guy, he's a real killer right here.
Really?
Yeah.
Where'd you hear that?
Hearing it all over the place. I just hear he's a killer. He's up for blood, you know.
Well, I'll have to make a note of it.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't mind, I've got to look over these evaluation sheets.
Yeah, all right. I'll talk to you later.
Strike one, slugger.
Oh, give me a break, Tommy. I'm just warming up here. It's fine.
No, Dr. Grant's not in any sort of trouble. Just the opposite, in fact. He needs a security clearance for a rather special project. Yes, I know. He's one of the most trustworthy people I've ever known to. Well, look, thank you, Dr. Boyd. Of course. Yes, I'll give him your best. Bye-bye. Subject. Anderson, currently residing Cambridge University. Return all relevant information.
Sorry to interrupt, but you have visitors.
Who?
I could try to pronounce it, but I think you'd be better off if you heard it from their own mouth.
I'm intrigued already.
Commissioner Scorpio, I presume.
That's right.
I'm Lord Rama from the small country of Gulistan.
Well, how do you do? This is my wife. You've met my wife, Holly, of course.
Indeed. She has been most hospitable.
Well, I guess the next thing is, please sit down, what can I do for you?
It's very simple, Mr. Scorpio. Since the State Department does not have an office here in Port Charles, I'm coming to you to present my credentials. As you must already have determined, we are here for the International Exposition. Our country has a small but nonetheless significant pavilion. Of course, we expect our pavilion to be treated as foreign soil with the same immunities and courtesies afforded to any embassy or consulate.
Oh, yes, of course. That goes without saying. All the pavilions will be granted that status. Also, we're more than happy to provide you and your entourage with any protection needed.
That is most kind, but not necessary. We have provided our own protection. Though I do appreciate the gesture.
Well, I hope you enjoy your stay here, Lord Rama.
We look upon the event with great expectation. Mr. Scorpio, Mrs. Scorpio, I hope to see you again soon.
We'll stop by your pavilion.
As honored guests. Good day, my friends.
Well, what do you make of that lot?
Guess we'll be exposed to all kinds of people over the next few months. Rama seemed friendly enough, though. Do you think I should have invited them to lunch?
What would you serve?
Something American? Beans and franks?
I think not. You just continue to be the beautiful and charming hostess that you are. I'm a believer in not getting too friendly with the diplomatic crowd.
How about you? Are you hungry?
In a while, love, I've got to complete this security check on Grant Putnam. The sooner I get it done, the better for everyone.
He wanted names to use as references.
It's excellent. It's a very good sign. That means Scorpio believes that everything's going to work out all right.
I'm not so sure that it will.
Why?
One of the references he's checking out is Bunny Willis.
How did he get that name?
I don't know. I suppose he remembered it from the time Bunny visited here.
They met?
Briefly. Although it was obviously long enough for him to remember that we were childhood friends.
What's wrong, Grant? You seem nervous.
Shouldn't I be? If you'll recall, Gregory, Bunny was suspicious of me. First, I couldn't get my story straight. Then he started to ask those questions about reconstructive surgery. Now, what if he tells Scorpio about all that?
Oh, I don't think Bunny Willis is going to tell Scorpio anything.
How can you be so sure?
It's my job to take care of things like that.
Are you saying that Bunny won't talk? Or can't talk?
There's an old saying in the party. It really doesn't make any difference as long as the result is the same.
You said we move on Friday.
That's correct. If you have your clearance by then, we'll use it. If not, we move anyway.
Why? Wouldn't it be a lot easier and a lot safer to wait until I get my clearance?
Let me ask you something, Grant, off the record. Why are you so reluctant to finish this mission?
I'm not.
You seem to be.
I've reached a decision, Gregory.
A decision? All by yourself, without consulting me?
Exactly. I'm willing to go ahead with this project on Friday if, and only if, you can prove to me that the choice of Friday is not arbitrary.
Arbitrary?
Prove it, and I'll follow through. If, however, you can't prove it, I will strongly recommend that we not proceed.
She is probably dating half the football squad, the debate team, and the glee club. You are wasting your time approaching her.
Tommy.
She's booked up a year solid easy.
I do not come from the lay down and die school. Now, if you want something in life, you gotta go for it.
Unfortunately, she's got to go for it, too.
She will, don't worry.
Blackie, you were there for 3 seconds and she burned you. She looks like a senior. She's probably dating her psych professor.
Tommy, she's just a little mature for her age. Like me.
Oh, brother.
Wait a minute. Anyway, here's my chance. Excuse me 1 second.
Okay.
Wait, hold it. Let me get that for you, please. There you are.
You're a pretty smooth character.
Yeah, that's what my friends tell me.
Well, I'm afraid I can't accept this. It's a little dishonest for my taste. Besides, I wanted the one with no caffeine. And I'd be real careful with that technique of yours. Wouldn't want campus security to get onto it.
Wait a second. You know, I was thinking, like, maybe you and I could just step out in the patio and drink our drinks. You gotta get to know each other, you know?
I'm sorry. I have to pick up some books I ordered at the bookstore.
You know, Blackie, I think there's still some openings in that lay down and die school.
Shut up, Tommy. I ain't giving up yet.
Hey, I think I just saw strike 3.
Oh, yeah? Would you like to make a little wager on this, Big Mouth?
No way! I just don't want to see you make a fool out of yourself. See you later. I gotta see the coach.
Lemon, no sugar. That's still the way you like it, I hope.
Just set it down. I'll get to it later.
You're welcome.
I'm sorry, love. Thank you.
What's wrong? You've been glued to that monitor all morning.
It's this, security check I'm working on. One of the people I've been given seems to have disappeared. A doctor. He attended a medical seminar and then took leave of absence.
Well, doctors are under a lot of pressure. Maybe the stress got up to the point where he couldn't take it anymore.
That would explain the leave of absence. But he's left no forwarding address and no number. In fact, nothing.
Well, if you really want to get away...
No one's seen him since.
That is a dead end. Are you going to find another reference?
Well, I guess I could do that. It'd be easier if I called in the WSB and let them help.
You're suspicious.
Let's just say that I'm a touch curious.
Well, let me know how it turns out.
Mm-hmm.
Valentine, please. It's Robert Scorpio.
Yes, Robert. Something to report on the security check?
It's going very smoothly. Putnam seems perfectly clean.
So, I'll give him clearance and we'll get going on this thing.
Before you do that, you should know there has been a slight hitch. One of the references he gave me, a Dr. Bunny Willis, seems to have disappeared. Now, he was here for a medical seminar, saw Grant, went back to San Francisco, took a leave of absence, and no one's seen him since.
Okay. How do you want to proceed?
If it's possible, I'd like you to use some of your extensive manpower to help track him down.
Willis.
Dr. Bernard Willis, nicknamed Bunny. I'll send what I've got down on the computer for you.
Fine. In the meantime, we'll hold off clearance on Grant.
There's a slim chance, if any, that this is all somehow connected.
Yes, I know. But this is just too important to take any risks, Robert, right?
Right.
It is not your place to question my methods.
It may not be my place, Gregory. But since I'm the one taking all the risks, it is my right.
You know how I'd handle you if you weren't so important to this operation.
That's the problem. I am important to this operation. Consequently, I want answers to my questions before I follow your orders. Blind obedience may be fine in some operations, but there are too many variables at work here.
All right. You want to know why Friday?
Yes. Another week and our chances for success improve 500%.
No, my friend. In another week, regular classes begin at the university, and that means crowded hallways, crowded commons, witnesses everywhere, not to mention the resumption of a full security force, which, as you well know, is now at half strength.
Fine, that may all be true, but regardless of how many people are there, we're still faced with the same problem. How do I get into Gerald's lab?
It's insignificant compared to the others.
The other problems, right, exactly. That brings me back to my original question, why Friday?
Because the DVX has ordered it, and we have no choice.
No, Gregory, that does not answer my question.
You don't understand about orders? I'll be happy to explain the concept to you.
In other words, I'm dead if I don't follow it.
Exactly. Now, you have very little to do before Friday except to let me know if Robert Scorpio contacts you.
That's when we'll determine the method for getting into Gerald's lab?
That's when I'll determine the method for getting into the lab. Now, Grant, if you're at all concerned about your safety, or the safety of the Americans that you'll leave behind you, then you'll stop questioning, and you'll begin to prepare yourself.
Even if I have no idea what I'm preparing for.
You understand the mission. Just be ready. Remember, the DVX will not tolerate another delay. Now, I need your assurance that you understand.
I understand.
Then I'll be hearing from you when Scorpio contacts you.
You will.
General Hospital will continue in a moment.